New view. Who dis? I've been doing so much cleaning that I'm just gonna keep redoing my room. Just redo it. Why do I care? I don't. This is for Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising. I feel like it's probably going to be some type of new, exciting energy. Which is good. That's what we want. I know if I'm bouncing around the camera, I have weed all over my table. Got shot with a silver bullet, ate the lead, motherfucker. I've got Ghetto Cowboy in my head. I tell you, it's some weird energy. I love that song. Got shot with a silver bullet, ate the lead, motherfucker. Maybe someone's a werewolf. That would be interesting. MWA. Yeah, motherfucker. I have a huge thing for Yellow Wolf. Let's just say that. Whoa. Whoa. Now I'm seeing like a little chapel. Weird. If you want to get married and you don't want to go to Vegas and you want to go to a chapel, I swear, go to Lake Tahoe. It's kind of expensive and it's a little bullshit, but their little chapels are so cute. They have such beautiful little chapels. Okay. All right. We got a little bit going on here. We got heartbroken. We got photograph. We've got Cupid's arrow and we've got coffin. Okay. Then we got sunglasses, seduction in reverse, paradise in reverse, sword in the stone in reverse, and clock in reverse. So something is like, it is done. Like time is up on something. There could be somebody that's watching you, but they have absolutely no intentions on trying to like fuck around with you mentally. So they're just quiet. They don't say anything because they're not going to try to, I think they're not going to try to like swindle you on some type of buying some type of like happiness. But I also feel like they're kind of lying to themselves about something here. Like, Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation. There could be a meeting coming up, okay? You could be meeting up with somebody. At a funeral. Weird. I do feel like somebody gets sad about something. Like as if somebody dies. Right? And then it's like that death opens up the door for transition, opens up the door for you to change. Oh, it's almost like, okay, I almost feel like somebody could be like really gaslighting you, and they're no longer allowed to be a third party interference, which is what seduction's about, right? It's about seducing something that you can't get, flirting with something that you want, right? But it's like this, it's almost like maybe they don't want you anymore. Maybe they thought that you were what they want or what they wanted, or somebody gets rid of a third party that they thought they wanted, they thought they needed this third party in their life, because I think somebody you have to choose to be happy, right? You have to make that choice. Somebody in your life is not going to make you happy, right? It's more than that, because if you're just living to make somebody happy, if you're just living because you need somebody in your life to make you happy, that's not necessarily being happy in what you're doing, right? Like, that's what I found. Like, nobody's ever going to make you happy. No one's ever going to come along and be like, that's the person that's going to change my life. Yes, it might change your life, but is it going to make you happy? That state of happiness is all in you. You have to decide to be happy. It's a subconscious feeling. It's like a subconscious on and off button. Like, you have to turn it on. You have to decide that today's going to be the day you choose to be happy. You choose to put yourself forward. You choose to be your own paradise, and not seeking a third party to kind of maybe fill that in for you, because you don't really know your truth. And maybe you don't really want to be alone. And that kind of brings me to Boardwalk Empire. This man, they call him Nookie. He just goes from woman to woman to woman. Like, he can't be alone. And when he was alone for like 10 minutes, he freaked out and went and found his girlfriend that he's banging, right? It's like, he's like, I was alone. And you can see it in his eyes that, like, even as I don't know how old he is in the show, I would imagine around his like 50s or 60s, he's terrified to be alone. He doesn't know what it's like to be alone, and he doesn't ever want to be alone. So even in an older age, he still is fighting that I can't be alone syndrome, right? And that's scary to people. Some people, especially if they were alone as kids, then you kind of start getting obsessed with people being around you at all times, because you never want to feel that feeling again of not having somebody with you. Right? Like, I did get the message before I turned this on that I feel like somebody was talking to me about their childhood, and they said, I used to eat cereal with water. And I went, oh, yeah, I used to eat cereal with cream, because my mother wouldn't buy milk. She'd only buy cream for her coffee. So I'd have to dilute cream with water. And I said to them, I'm like, I don't really know which one's better, like just plain water or cream and water, because it was disgusting. And like, I don't know who that was, but I kind of have a feeling that maybe that's like wrapping into this reading of like somebody who was so poor that just having somebody around them, just having somebody around them makes them feel better. Yes, werewolf in reverse. Didn't I say werewolf in the beginning? Yes, got shot with a silver bullet, ate the lead, motherfucker. There you are, right there, the wolf, werewolf. So, I mean, in that song, a silver bullet is one of the only things that can kill a werewolf. You have to shoot it in the head or kill it with a silver bullet. Or silver in general. Silver. So I think it's somebody's inability to change. And look at, they got shot with a silver bullet. You got shot by an arrow. Oh my God. Why is that Yellow Wolf song? If you want to, what song is that? Oh yeah, Ghetto Cowboy. Listen to that song. You might like it. He just says motherfucker through the whole thing. It's like the sexiest song and video ever. I used to crank it in my car with the top down. This bus driver opened up his window one time and he was jamming with me. Fucking small towns, I tell you. Bus drivers are the best. Okay, back to the reading. Yeah, it's like somebody's inability to change and transform. Right? And that new beginning, okay, I think no matter what is actually coming, because I think you got shot with something else. What an interesting reading. Whoa. I told you so. Look at murder. You got shot. I told you. Okay, but you didn't die. Or you are going to die. Okay, you are going to transition out of this. Okay? Because somebody saw it. Okay, so what we have to realize, if and when we had things happen as children, okay, and that trauma happens, right, and we're all alone with somebody and nobody else sees, right, that kind of stuff, always try to remind yourself that there is a drone, okay, I'm going to call it a drone, on spirits walking around, and they record everything because it's sight, right? Your sight, technically the way that you can see your sight, okay, is like you are a camera, because you have memories that you can replay in your mind, being you are the camera, okay? So, think of that as other people as well. Anybody that looks at you, looks in your direction, is living, breathing with eyes and can see, is recording at all times. Okay? So if you are heartbroken and you are, deeply, deeply sad, okay, about what happened to you, okay, and you don't want to change because you don't know that by changing you're going to free yourself, okay, letting go and releasing all of that is the one thing that you can do to get out of it, okay? Using a third party to heal yourself isn't working anymore. And a third party could be sex. A third party could be booze. A third party could be the overstimulation with friends, okay? Because you won't be alone with yourself. Because you don't know, it's like you're too scared to be by yourself because of what happened to you when you were by yourself before. Clearly, this is the person that was eating cereal with water as a kid, okay? You have to end this for yourself, or this is going to end you, okay? This took a very different turn. That's the thing, is I never know if we're just dealing with one person, if we're dealing with multiple people, but yes, we're dealing with multiple people, okay? Because I feel like this person, whoever I'm speaking to, it's time to release your truth and find your happiness, because you're not happy. Okay, and that's why happiness begins with you. Okay, you also might be gaslighting yourself. Okay, taking yourself out of the equation. And plus, I also hear you might meet somebody, and that changes a lot of things. Okay, when you meet somebody and suddenly you want to make new memories, you want to make new attempts with yourself, right? Because somebody's not going to be able to do that for you. So, to begin the reading of eating a silver bullet, or being shot and eating the silver bullet, right? It's like I think you are allowing yourself to die and come back. Not that scared, vulnerable, heartbroken child like you were before. Right? And I can't help it. The scales are just staring me right in the face. Like, this is fairness to do for yourself to end this old tragedy and begin something new. I really don't think there's anything else that really needs to be said. Yeah. Somebody's house and home and hearth and love is kind of upside down. Yes. And there needs to be work, okay? Because this is like this. Your hearth and your home are in reverse, okay? And we need to change that around. So you need to start working on what makes you happy, okay? And take the things that are toxic and poisonous out of your life. This third party distraction, which I was going to say attraction, because that's really all it is. It's just going to be lust. It's just going to be lusty things that look good for the moment and then never last, right? They never last because they're toxic. Once they get into your veins, they start poisoning you. And once they start poisoning you, you have to get rid of them or you end up part of the disease, right? But somebody knows what happened to you. So you don't have to worry about keeping that in your mind or thinking about in your mind that it's going to happen again somehow or it's going to replay itself. Somebody's already seen it. They already know what happened. They've already replayed the tapes, right? So you don't have to live with that anymore. You'll deal with it when you die. And I'm talking 3D death. When your body is ready and your temple is ready and it's ready to go, you will deal with who you have to deal with when you go to the other side. But that's not what you have to do right now. I think you've already dealt with it enough in the 3D that giving yourself this new beginning is going to be really liberating, like changing yourself and changing the way that you hate yourself because nobody saw it, or you didn't do anything, or you could have done something, or it just doesn't matter anymore, right? That's not your idea of a good life. That's not your paradise anymore. It's time to change the way that you feel about this. It's time to change your truth. It's time to open up the box. Really. And stop being a drama queen. You know, because that's the way that it comes out. Okay, it comes out like you're a drama queen. Trust me, it's happened to me. I used to blow up on everything. Like if I couldn't find my wallet, it was automatically stolen and I was going to the cop station. Okay. If somebody was creepy walking behind me, I would start running and I would hide and I would have 911 on the phone. Like that's the soap opera, you know, like not being able to rationalize anything properly because you're still in that trauma and traumatic actress phase because everybody thinks you're acting, so you just overreact to everything in order to prove your point. It's mimosa time. So my cards say, cheers, have a mimosa. If you haven't had one before, they're absolutely fantastic and delicious. Okay, relax and let it come out. Open up the box that's poisoning you, that you're sad about, that you're heartbroken about, that you refuse to change because of. Release it and change. You know, stop gaslighting yourself and what happened. Because the whole gaslighting thing is what's making things worse. So, Aquarius, I hope this helps. Seriously, I do. Peace out. Oh, if you want personal readings or anything, I listed them all in the description about the channel. You can email me, and you can also read what I offer. I don't have a website. It's kind of coming and going. It's not really working, so I'm just going to do it this way because that's what I've been told to do. So, namaste, motherfuckers.